Frankie Montas. I think Montas is in a really nice spot tonight. He's $9,400. On a slate that's as stacked as this particular slate is when it comes to pitching, I just think he might kind of slip through the cracks a little bit. I think there's also kind of a fear of using any Oakland Athletic in a game against the Seattle Mariners. They've just dominated the Athletics so far this season. But Montas, his past 11 starts, 2.09 ERA, a 2.87 FIP, and he's striking out 29% of the opponents he has faced. And I don't know. I know Seattle's magic. I know nothing I say about their poor offensive statistics is going to end up mattering, but against right-handed pitching so far this season, they have just a 686 OPS. That is tied with Baltimore and Kansas City. That is sort of the class of team they actually should be hanging out with. But of course, they're a half game back of the second wild card in the American League. But all the stats point me towards Montas tonight, who I think is underpriced for how he's been pitching as of late.
Matty, who's your dude?
So Garion's right. There are a lot of really good pitching options on this slate. I think the most obvious one is Taijuan Walker, who's only 6,600. And I know that he's struggled a lot lately, but he's at home against the Marlins. And Walker, I think in the first half of the season was like a 9K pitcher in an average spot. Second half of the season, he's had the results of a min-price guy, but he's probably more like a 7 or 8K pitcher who's in a really good matchup and is actually cheaper than that. So I think Walker's the best value play on the slate. The problem is his ownership is going to be through the roof. I think outside of Max Scherzer, he's the guy everyone goes to, which means that I think Logan Gilbert, who I actually didn't like 5 days ago because he was the chalk, I think he goes overlooked tonight. So Garion liked Frankie Montas. I actually like both pitchers in that game. I think Gilbert could get an A's lineup that is missing some key pieces. They have some injuries. They're not really playing for anything right now. So I think Gilbert, a guy who has a lot of strikeout upside, could go overlooked just because Taijuan Walker is there and cheaper than him in a better spot against the Marlins.